This is video number 12 on the topic motion in a straight line. Timestamps are given in the description box. You can watch parts of video if you're running short of time. In this video, I will discuss relative motion in one dimension. How will the motion of a body look from another moving body? And how it's easy to solve certain problems using this concept of relative motion. Consider three people, A, B, and C. A is moving along the positive direction of the x-axis with the velocity VA, and B is also moving along the positive direction of the x-axis with velocity VB, and the person C is at rest. Now we can ask the question, how fast B is moving with respect to A, and that is defined as velocity of B with respect to A as velocity of B minus the velocity of A. So whichever is with respect to, that velocity has to be subtracted. Let us consider a simple case where the velocity of A is 2 meters per second towards right and B is also 2 meters per second towards right. Now, since both A and B are moving with the same speed towards right, it will appear as if this B is not moving with respect to A because the distance between A and B is same because both are moving the same velocity of 2 meters per second towards right. So this also can be checked from the definition of relative velocity, that's VB minus VA, that's 2 minus 2, it's 0. There are two ways one can describe the motion. One is using the trajectory, which is path of the body as a function of time. Another thing is to draw the xt curve. So here in this situation, there are two bodies A and B moving along the x-axis in a straight line. It's a 1D motion. And the body A at time t equal to 0, it's at 10 meters. This 20, this middle point, so 10 meters. But the body B at time t equal to 0, it's at 20 meters. So we can draw the trajectory of these two bodies. This x-axis and x equal to 0 is here, and then 10b here, 20b here, 10 meters, 20 meters. So the body A at time t equal to 0 is at 10 meters. And that, so after that x keeps on increasing. So this is motion of body A. But B starts at 20 meter and also moving towards right. So this is trajectory of B. Another thing is the slope of the xt curve is the velocity. So velocity of V is the slope of this line, and velocity of B is slope of this line. And the slope of these two lines are same because they are parallel. So VA equal to VB. Since the start of VA is ahead of VB, always B will be ahead of A. So this will be for all times. A will be ahead of B will be ahead of A. Next, consider this motion. Again, two bodies A and B. So we can draw the trajectory. So here, the velocity of A is greater because the slope is of A curve is more. A is steeper. This is a steep line. This is comparatively less steep. This is more steep. So B is more steep compared to A. So here in this case, velocity of B and velocity of A. So velocity of A is more because it's more steep. So motion along the x-axis. So time t equal to 0, E is at 10 meters. So let this be 10 meters. So E is here. After it's moving, so E will move towards right like this. So this is E. B starts at 40 meters. And that's also moving towards right. But then, so A is starting behind and B is ahead, but the velocity of B is more. So we can expect at some stage A will overtake B. Even though A is starting behind and B is ahead, B is moving slowly. This guy is moving fast. So some stage we can expect this A to overtake B. That time is 3 seconds according to this graph. And it happens at approximately x equal to 70 meters. So when A and B both meet, so this will be at 70 meters. And the corresponding time will be 3 seconds. Okay, so here both A and B have positive velocity in the sense that they are moving towards the positive x direction because the slope is positive. And B is ahead of A to start with, but A has got a higher speed, so it's A will overtake B at some stage. So this is the information of this xt curve, which can be understood in terms of trajectory. Next example is again A and B, but A has got a positive velocity in the sense moving the positive x direction, but B the slope is negative because it's going down. So this slope, which gives the velocity of B, is negative. And A is starting at 10 meters, B is starting at 40 meters. So if we draw this trajectory, this is the x-axis, 10 meters I need a point, and 40 meters. A starts from 10 meters and is moving towards right. B starts at 40 meters and it's moving in the negative x direction because velocity is negative. There is a meaning of negative velocity. There are only two possibilities because 1D motion, either positive x or negative x. Velocity negative means it's the negative direction. So at some stage they will meet. And it's meeting at approximately here. So a little bit more than 30. So it's here. So this means that A has traveled a larger distance, so we can expect VA to be greater than VB. That you can see from this graph also. A is more steep, B is less steep, but it's downwards. So this way you can understand the relative motions of two bodies. This is a simple example. Two parallel rail tracks run north-south. Train A moves north with a speed of 54 km per hour. Train B moves south with a speed of 90 kilometers per hour. What is the velocity of B with respect to A, velocity of ground with respect to B, and velocity of a monkey running on the roof of a train A against its motion with a velocity 18 kilometers per hour with respect to train A as observed by the man standing on the ground. So from the definition of relative velocity, you can get the answers. So north-south direction is the vertical direction. This is north. Kilometers, you can imagine India map. Kashmir is on the top, Kanyakumari is on the bottom. So this is north-south. So this will be east, West Bengal, and here there is Mumbai. So that is west. Train A is moving north. So there is a train here. It's moving towards north with a speed of 54 kilometers per hour. And train B moves south. It's going downwards, 90 kilometers per hour is the speed. So you have to find velocity of B with respect to U. So what is the reference that has to be subtracted? Is VB minus V. This by definition of relative velocity. Velocity of B is 90 kilometers per hour. So 90 minus 54 is 636 kilometers per hour. To convert in the SI units, kilometers to meter will become more by 1000, and per hour per second get less by a factor 3600. So it's 10 meter per second. And option B for the part B of the question, velocity of ground with respect to B. Velocity of ground with respect to train B. By definition, it is velocity of ground minus velocity of the train B. Ground is not moving, and velocity of train B is 90 kilometers per hour. So to convert in the SI units, minus 90 kilometer per meter is 1000, per hour to per second you get less by a factor 3600. So 9 fours are sorry, this is if you cancel 9, this will become 10, 4. So 100 by 4, that's 25 meter per second. So this is answer for part B. Part C, monkey is running on top of a train A with velocity 80 kilometers per hour with respect to train A. So the meaning of this 18 is it's velocity of the monkey with respect to train A. It's 18. So this is velocity of monkey minus velocity of train A, which is 54. B is 36. You have to take the directions. I think I made a mistake. I have to take one direction as positive. So if we take the upward direction as positive, towards north. Okay, then velocity of B is minus 90, and this is minus 54. Minus 40. So this one is velocity of B is minus 90, minus 54. These two will add up with a minus sign. So 100, 144. So 144. So 12. So 3 are 36. 12 12s are. So this is 40 meter per second minus sign. So minus means towards south. Second one, ground is 0, and then B it is negative. Because upward direction is positive, so it will be plus. So plus 25 meters per second. Third one, velocity of monkey with respect to train is 80 kilometers per hour. In which direction? Against the trainee. So monkey is against the trainee direction. So monkey is moving downwards. That's negative. So monkey velocity is minus. Because monkey is moving downwards, upward direction is positive. So velocity of monkey minus velocity of trainee, which is plus 54. Go to minus 18. Okay, so velocity of the monkey with respect to the ground will be subtract these two. So 34, 36. So this has to be converted to SI units. (36 into 1000 by 3600). So it's 10. 10 meter per second. It's plus. So it's towards north. This is also north. So option A answer is minus 40. That's true. Option B 25 plus 25. Option C is plus 10. So in 1D motion, one direction has to be chosen as positive. I choose the upward direction as positive. That means this is minus 90, this is plus 54. And the velocity of monkey is opposite to the direction of the train. It's downward, so it's also negative. So this is what is done here. Velocity of train A is 54 and plus 54 because the upward direction is train A. Is moving north, so north is taken as positive direction. So and B is moving south, so it's minus 90. So to do the conversion, you have to multiply by 1000 divided by 3600, it will become 15. Velocity of train B is minus 25, it's towards south. Relativity of train B with respect to A is by definition VB minus VE. So VB is minus 25 minus 15 is minus 40. And velocity of ground with respect to B is velocity of the ground which is 0. Ground is still minus VB. VB is minus 25, so minus minus is plus, so plus 25. Velocity of the monkey with respect to ground is Vm. And relative velocity of the monkey with respect to A is VMA, it's Vm minus VA. Velocity of the monkey, and this is given as 18 in the direction opposite the training. So it's towards south, so it's minus 18. That's the relative motion, which is minus 5. So from this, get the velocity of monkey as plus 10.